Very clean watch. 2022 white dial.
That's the same case.
I'm not pretty sure what should I get really. Should I go for Explorer or a Datejust?
When Ian came into store today, he's got an absolutely beautiful wristwatch on.
See, this is pretty nice as well.
7,500, it's up for 7,950. 5,595. I think this has got to be one of the first in the country, if not Europe, actually physically for sale. And what was it that you wanted to maybe part X against?
I was hoping to for a Rolex Datejust.
Did you buy it new?
Yes.
And which Datejust was it? Which style?
Smooth finish with a bezel. To be honest, I took a picture of it.
Yeah, show me the picture. I'll grab some out for you.
And or Explorer 2.
Yeah, it's a very clean watch. We've actually sold quite a few this month as well.
So that's a Seamaster 300.
2022 white dial, like brand new.
Have you ever worn the watch, or was it
Once,
yeah?
I wanted the mesh bracelet of James Bond.
Oh yeah.
But
I've just sold one of those.
But it's taking too long. Because I'm a guy who buys stainless steel because it's a good investment apparently. But I wear rubber because I don't want to scratch those bottom from the table.
Oh, okay.
So, but they said, oh, buy this one because it's actually scratch proof. The mesh bracelet is taking too long for them to be delivered.
What's this price on this?
I bought it for 5,100. I was waiting to contact you guys for quite a while, and I said, oh, but I won't get paid till because my credit score won't change until the 30th. And I said, oh, I can't wait. It's the 2021 this one. That one right there.
Silver that. Okay.
Or and the Explorer 2.
White or black? We want to see both?
See both.
Okay. Here is the selection of the Datejust. So there's the one that you were looking at.
Oh,
and obviously we've got different configurations, so like Wimbledon dials, blue, rhodium,
I've seen these
everything.
as well. Yeah.
Yes, that's a factory diamond dial, silver.
Yeah.
If you want to go bling, you can.
No, I don't have that kind of money yet. Hopefully soon. Been going to Goldsmith really. But you know, if you want to try this on, it's really hard for them. They just like look at you up and down and just like.
Yeah, they're not very welcoming. That's
No. See, that's nice.
Yeah, it's very clean and simple.
Yeah.
The silver dial, you don't actually see it as often as some of the obviously like rhodiums, blues. White's quite clean as well.
The thing with these watches, they'll just literally go with everything.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
That's true.
Any outfit.
I never wear blue dial to be honest. I always wear white or black.
What about rhodium? Or the new green dial? So that's the new mint green, that's a cool dial.
See, this will be my first Rolex, see?
Yeah, that's what I wear as well, but black.
Yeah.
Black diamond, this is the silver, this is the Datejust II. So that's the discontinued model.
But I'm not pretty sure what should I get really. Should I go for Explorer or a Datejust?
I'll grab the Explorers.
Oh, thanks.
You can't really go wrong with either. I think Datejust is the perfect daily watch.
Yeah.
And obviously Explorer 2 is a great watch as well. So here you have black dial and white dial Explorer. Again, this is slightly bigger case size.
See, I want to see one myself in my actual hand.
So this one you open it different.
Yeah, different.
This way,
oh.
And it's like a double, so it goes that way and then that way.
Yes.
And that way.
Yeah,
Oh, cool. It's a bit tight.
We have the links.
Oh, cool. See, this is pretty nice as well. It's better than the photo.
That's the thing, you need to see these watches in person.
Yeah.
Especially if it's your first Rolex, you want to see them and try them on and see what you like in person. Explorer over the Datejust, you think?
To be honest, I like this one.
Yeah, the diamond's nice.
But how much is that for?
So the Datejust is... This is online for 10,500, that's 2016.
Alright.
So that's the discontinued Datejust 2. And then the Explorer is... So that's also discontinued, that's the 216570 reference, 2021, and that's online for 11,500.
11,500.
So both around the same price. Which do you prefer, the two, black or the white?
I'll go for the white one. How much is the black one again?
The black's the same price because that's a 2022 brand new. That's
Oh,
new reference.
really?
Yeah. We do actually also have a white dial 2022 that's just came into stock. That's 11,500.
Going way over my budget now. It's getting higher.
This is a problem when you come in here. We have everything. So
This is maybe more sporty. And this
Yeah,
one's maybe more
yeah.
dressy,
That's
you know?
the thing though. Now I know it's white gold. I'll be like,
yeah, so it's got the white gold fluted bezel.
But
Do you
the
want to
black
wear it
one,
every
yeah.
day or is it more
yeah, it's
occasional?
gonna be like
Okay.
every day.
So with something like this has obviously got the polished center links, whereas the Explorer has the satin finish. So durability wise, it will scratch a little bit less than something like this. So take that into account as well. Obviously, if you're going to be wearing it every day.
I think I'll go for the black one.
So with
It
a
gives
part,
me like
part
that.
exchange deal, we can give 3,000 for the Omega.
3,000.
Yeah, it's pretty much what. Well, it's
So
a
how
little
much
bit
is
more.
this again?
So this is 11,500. This is brand new 2022.
Is it the last price that you can give me?
We can make it 8,250 to swap. So it's either 250 off this watch, or we give 250 more for that. Whichever way you want to look at it.
So what? This is up for 11.5.
Yes, that can be
So this, we can
11,250.
make this 11.250.
11,250.
Yeah.
So 11,250. Sorry, I'm just doing my maths.
No problem.
This is my it was way over my budget. And then won't get paid till the Friday, you see.
You can always reserve the watch and then pay the balance on Friday. It's no problem. So if you don't want to pay all today, we can just reserve it with a deposit, and then you can pay whenever you're ready within the week.
Okay.
That's no problem.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So what do you want to pay today?
I could pay 3,000
Mhm.
up front right now.
And how do you want to pay that? Transfer or card or?
I can do a card.
Yeah, no problem.
So, Harry, I got a call at the weekend from a friend of mine, an old pal, who said, I've got a friend who's thinking about purchasing a quality wristwatch, somebody with a little bit of taste. When Ian came into store today, he's got an absolutely beautiful wristwatch on, and that'll be an
That's a vintage
early
Seamaster.
1950s Seamaster. So again, this is a watch that was manufactured, and these Panerais were all manufactured in the 50s, and then they've reintroduced them. So I've just said to Ian, pop my watch on your wrist so your wrist becomes conscious of having a slightly bigger watch, because if you put a Panerai on after trying one of these on, it's going to feel strange. So you've got this watch which is titanium and this watch is steel. So it's exactly the same size, but massive difference in weight. I've then explained to Ian that this is a 1950 cased Panerai, which has just come in, hasn't actually gone on the system yet. I've just refurbed it. Strap is lightly used, and that watch is 2018, and that's going to be advertised for £4,950. If you want to try something like these on. Another little wrist check, Harry. I'm wearing a steel and gold Tudor Cosmograph 2020 watch that has just come into stock, and I thought that could be my holiday watch, because I am going on holiday in a couple of weeks' time. I think that it's quite a nice feel, quite nice tactile. Sometimes when the watches are on pin buckles or deployments, they have a slightly different feel. That watch retails at just under £7,000. So it's coming up to, it's 3-year-old, coming up to 4-year-old. Again, that's another option. That's the same case, but it's in all black, which is
DLC, is it?
DLC. I was just about to say PVD, and our resident watch expert, Harry, he's getting better all the time. So
That was a 50-50.
it's PVD. That one is the slightly smaller sized case, as in that's a 40mm. These are 44mm, and then I thought I'd put that in.
That's a beast, isn't it?
That's a beast of a watch. Very, very rare, submersible, 1,000 metre. On the dial on that, it's obviously aged and it's patinaed. It's gone slightly sort of custody colour, yellowed, but again, people will pay to have that done, you know, on the vintage Rolexes when you get that sort of colouring. I think this is either 2021 or 2022 from memory. I don't know whether this is part of the Duo range, which is a new range that Panerai have brought out, but that is something that's very modern, very sort of new, very fresh. That
How old's this one?
2022, I'm almost sure.
How much is this one?
That watch is advertised for £6,950, and I think it retails. I'm gonna say that it retails for £9,000 ish. I don't even think that watch has been worn. I think it's brand new.
It's squeaking like it's brand new.
Yes, I didn't. To be perfectly honest, I saw it coming.
That was my wrist.
A bit of WD-40 on it.
That was my dad's 21st birthday present.
Wow.
That's where that came from.
So, had a gentleman come in with a 1975 Rolex with the most fantastic purple dial, which he'd been given off his uncle, and he got a photograph out. It was bought in the Bahamas in a dealer called John Bull, and he went, look at my phone, showed us a picture of him sitting on his uncle's knee in the Bahamas. So there was like a board in the background which it said Nassau, so that's where his uncle lived for many years.
Right.
And he's inherited the watch, so I'm going to restore it, but it's got a little bit of damage to the dial. I said to him, just leave it, we'll restore it around the dial.
Yeah.
And he said when he got it, when he inherited it, but it's like this, if it was your own mind.
That was with Omega for 2 years, getting that to that state. It hadn't worked for years. I hadn't worked for about 10 years.
Yeah.
I sent it away. The only thing is, they replaced the face, and I'm pretty sure that's Perspex.
Yeah, but it would have been. It was the original.
Do you think so?
It could only have been Perspex.
Ah, right, okay.
It didn't make a sapphire crystal
Right,
then.
got you.
So they've done it exact.
Ah, right, okay.
Which is obviously Omega can do that.
Yeah.
Some of them they'll just turn around and say can't be done. But great thing about Omega is you could actually, I don't know whether you got an extract from the archive of them, because they can tell you where that watch was sold, and if your father gave his details, it would have his name on.
Well, me nana, they didn't have any money, so she saved up for years and years and years to buy that for him. So it wasn't new when she bought it. It did have like a dating card with it, but I can't remember from memory if it's got.
I mean, the fantastic thing about Omega is they keep impeccable records.
Yeah.
My father, when I was young, wore an Oris, and when he passed away, I said to his then wife, because he had a few, and I said, could I have my dad's Oris? It was worth about £10, still only worth about £10, but to me, it's priceless. And I never ever got the watch. I don't suppose she'll be watching, so it's not really worth saying. If you ever come across my dad's Oris, I'd probably buy it for an awful lot of money. If it got down to
just
that.
because of what it is.
But it's worthless.
Yeah.
£10 watch. I mean, that in that condition is now, 20 years ago I would buy those for 50 to 70 quid.
Yeah.
You're looking at 15 to 1700 quid for a watch, but again, it's been restored and it's fantastic.
And that's I think it cost 1900 to get it to that, but it wasn't about how much it was going to be worth after it.
I've got a friend of mine who's in the middle of restoring an old Mercedes Sports, and he said, I went past the value that car is ever going to be worth a few years ago. He says, but I just keep buying more chrome, buying better bits.
Yeah.
And he just said, I'm never ever going to sell it. They can literally bury me in the car.
Yeah.
And it's, if you've got a passion, I mean, that to me is priceless.
That'll go to my son. That it's not necessarily someone that I'm just going to put in a box and shove away. I want to wear. I want to get wear.
I think what I said to you when I first spoke to you is I say to people, you can buy watches for investment. Vintage watches are a good investment. Modern watches, to me, it's like classic cars. They should be used. They should be worn. They should be driven.
So that's the new style, so that's a 31mm
Oh, that's very nice.
bimetal steel and gold, so that's just came into stock. So for size, what do you think about the size? 31's good for you? Or?
Yeah, I decided that would be better.
So do you prefer the full stainless steel or do you prefer the bimetal? So there's a slight, obviously, difference in price as opposed to the steel, but one in your hands, 2021 boxing papers, and that is it's up for $9,950. Obviously, you won't take the links out, so if you just imagine it being more like that. That's nice because you don't actually see a lot of them with the diamond dial as opposed to just the plain dial, which I actually like.
I quite like this.
That's actually a Patek Philippe, which is...
Oh, even nicer.
Yeah.
So how much is this one coming in at?
We have got a 24, so this one here, which is pretty much the same. So that's 2005, that's up for 7,950. And then the blue dial. The blue dial's a 24, 2022, brand new, and that's 11,500. List price on that too? 24.
£11,000.
So we're pretty much selling it for near on resale
Right.
price. Because they don't carry as much of a premium as some certain Rolex. But yeah, so these are the other 31 mils.
I like that.
Yeah, so that's the other one that you mentioned with the white dial. Yeah, trying. So you know a bit about your watches. You came in here looking like you're not sure, then you know more than us.
The thing was, I couldn't believe that you actually had any. You know, I was just on my waitrose.
We have over 400 watches and stuff. So that just needs one more Lincoln, but that's 2005 with box and paperwork. But the watch is literally like brand new, as you can see.
So how much is the watch?
5,500, 5,500. So that's 2006, sorry, with box and papers. So that's the oyster
So
strap.
that was when it was made.
Yeah, so it was made in 2006, produced in 2006, and you get a 12 months warranty with ourselves.
And do you have the service history on it where it's been serviced? and
Yes,
such
so it'll probably be with the booklet. But all of the watches that are slightly older and out of warranty go to our workshop and get tested and everything for the timekeeping. So you get a full 12 months warranty with ourselves. But it's quite a simple,
Very
just
nice.
yeah, classic. It's just a nice watch. Just depends. If you want a specific dial, we can always locate the specific dial for you.
Do you have the white face in it?
Yeah. I'll grab it out for you. I think they're great value for money. You don't actually see many people wearing the 24, to be honest.
Beautiful.
So that's 7,950. That one's 2005. It comes watch only with our warranty, so it hasn't got the paperwork, hence the price. So the price reflects the papers, but that's got a, I believe, a mother of pearl dial. Yeah, it's a factory mother of pearl dial with a diamond shoulder.
So how much would something like that retail at? A fortune.
So the retail on this is around 11, and that's without the diamond dial. So probably ballpark maybe 12, 13. Yeah, it's lovely.
Here I said I didn't want diamonds.
It's not too in your face though.
It's
With the thing
not.
with that, it's a little bit subtle.
So I like quite classical things, you know, just things that don't date.
Well, this is 2005 and it still looks like a brand new watch. It's classic. Timeless watch, same as this. This is a new one, and that's 15 years older. And it's virtually the exact same watch.
So how old is this one then?
So that's got no
Look at
papers.
the size of that,
Yeah.
some skinny person. Child.
That was 3,000, and that just comes with a box and our warranty. So no paperwork with that one. 3,000. So the price reflection with papers and without around 1,500 to 2,000 on that one. So steel and gold Datejust 31,
Have to decide whether
steel
the
31.
warranty or not for a Rolex.
Yeah. Or you want to go a different brand.
So,
What
so
if it's your birthday?
Is it your 30th?
it is my 30th.
There you go. So it's a big one.
It is my 30th. And the watch that I got for my 30th is still working absolutely fine.
Well, there you go.
So if you want to impress your horological friends, I mean the Patek's going to have the
edge.
Yeah.
the kudos, yeah, the edge.
It's just the diamonds. I'm
The
doing it
diamonds
for
are slightly subtle, but obviously
I've
it matches
never
your ring as well.
Yeah, I've never seen one
Without.
diamonds. That's
So
the
it's very
problem.
simple. Oh well, that one does have the diamonds, but
Yeah, yeah.
obviously this has the plain dial.
I do like the Cartier. I love them
Let me see
both.
something similar.
Definitely prefer these. And that one is
Is 7,500. It's up for 7,950. This one. So 7,500.
and this again.
5,500. 9,500. It can be. It's up for 9,950.
But you've decided that you prefer those over the Rolexes. So if you eliminate those, you're making your decision
Yeah,
easier
exactly.
for yourself.
So 3,000. Oh, obviously the added extra for the Patek. But the Patek as a whole is obviously on a different level compared to that other watch. But it just goes back to what you want the watch for, really.
I'm definitely going this shape more. Definitely. Do you know what I think that's appealing to that is because it's like antique looking.
It's got a little bit
It
of
looks
patina,
like the
doesn't it? The dial.
1930s
Yeah, a little bit, yeah,
style,
yeah.
sort of,
Rather than the bright white dial.
Yeah, the Art Nouveau type. You
It's a
can
classic
imagine
watch.
them in Paris
Yeah, yeah.
in the 1930s.
I can see you on the Monte Carlo Square with that watch, you know, having a nice glass of wine,
Champagne.
a champagne. Come back tomorrow if you have time and
Yes.
just show us anything that you did like, and then we can always locate it for sure. That's fine.
And how long would it take?
Within the week, probably. If the watch is in stock with the AD, we can usually get it within the week. At obviously the discounted price, depending on what that is.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Lovely.
It was lovely to meet you.
But anyway, thanks
No
so
problem
much.
at all.
brand new rubber strap, because there is a little bit of a knack to doing it. Have we gone back onto camera? Have we?
We are, yeah. I'm just getting the conclusion of the.
If I'd known, Harry, I would have done my hair a little bit better. So, right. So, when you come to change your strap, that is just a screw, so you unscrew and take the pin out. If you wanted to pop in, one of us would do it for you. When you come to do the strap, you depress, but only ever use the plastic, because if you use the screwdriver, it damages the case. So this will depress, and then it'll push out from this side. And just for the YouTube, which I call the YouTube, by the way, for Jamie, my friend that does this, this is how you don't scratch them, because I think he uses pliers and tin snips, and he's got the most scratch Panerai. That's how you do that. So you've got your option of wearing it on the leather and the rubber.
So Hendo, could you just summarise what model that actually is that the gentleman's chosen?
It's a Luminor Marina. It's a 1950 case, 2018, stainless steel on leather and option of rubber.
And that's the 2-layer dial in that one, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's what could be called a sandwich dial. There's a fully luminous plate underneath with the dial put on. So that shining through is your luminosity. I think it's complemented by the lighter colour stitching. The colour, the schemes, the pans, it just smacks classic.
Did John agree a price with you, did you say?
Yeah, it was 15,950.
15,950 was it? So we're doing it on April, yeah? 59.50, yeah?
Consignment.
Consignment, yeah. Nice dial, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
That's the Motif dial.
Green Motif dial.
Yeah.
Probably the first in the country, that. It's just like the 5711 Tiffany. We had that first, we got this first.
What do you think of the watch, Josh?
Nice. So it's the same colour as the mint green. It's just not. It's not very dark, though. To make it like almost like a rhodium in some light. It looks like a rhodium, but I think this has got to be one of the first in the country, if not Europe, actually physically for sale. Definitely the first one we've had.
I believe they do
The blue as well.
and blue
Yeah.
on the steel, and then the steel and gold.
They
Yellow
have a
gold.
yellow champagne version.
And then in the rose, you know, they've got a silver version.
This silver one, yeah. Nonetheless, really cool dial, and hopefully we'll get this out the door pretty quickly. I'm sure as soon as it hits the market, it'll probably go straight away. So it's a cool watch.